Good morning, everybody, and today is day number, I think, 4. So we are now backing into port, and there are definitely 5 other ships here right now. There's 2 Pinot cruises, there is a Carnival, there's another smaller one up there. Doesn't look like anybody's getting off yet, but it is going to be very, very busy today. And what kind of sucks right now is that it's raining, so it might be a while before anybody really gets off the ship until the rain clears. But hopefully it'll pass, and we can get out and check it out. There's a lot of like actual mountains here that look really cool, so hopefully, like I said, we can get out and shoot some drone footage. All right, so finally got off. The ship is actually really smooth, pretty easy. I did not get off as soon as they opened up the gangway, so that may have also been why it was so smooth. Pretty cool. First time I've seen an escalator on a cruise line. So you take a little escalator down to the gangway area and get off. We are finally at St. Martin, and I'm gonna walk around this giant harbor area here. I'm gonna try and get over to the other side, and if I can, I want to try and hike up to one of the tops of these mountains and see if I can fly the drone out. Now if I can't, well then I can't, and we're gonna see if we can fly it. I mean, like, that's really what I want to do today. Probably see a few shops here and there. Not probably gonna really do any type of shopping, but we'll see. I don't know what the day holds. Oh man, too bad Taylor is not here right now. So they've got this Sharkys Bar. This is something that like Taylor and I have always really like enjoyed when we come into port. Sometimes we just find like these little teeny tiny bars that are just right here. We sit down, we grab a drink, maybe a little bite, and we get back to getting on the ship, or we go and explore some more. So I'm gonna just go explore some more since Taylor's not here right now, and see what there is here to do in the port. All right, so getting out of the actual port area, you gotta be aware that you don't actually have to take the ferry across. You can actually walk, but there's a lot of guys out here. They're always like really trying to push taxis or tours or things like that. So, you know, keep your head down, just keep walking. You'll be fine. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe a 15-minute walk, I think, into the actual heart of the town. But like, check out the cliffside here behind me. This is pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited to try and get out and see if we can hit up one of these trails that isn't too far away from the port. So. So right now I am in the Yoda Guy kind of museum. You have to pay $12 to do this, but it is supposedly highly recommended. And if you don't know, Yoda Guy is like the puppeteer creator who has done a lot for a lot of different movies. So they've got all kinds of props. They've got stuff from Planet of the Apes. They've got stuff from Terminator, but mostly Star Wars. So this is pretty interesting. So they've got the, this is like the big life cast of like the Han Solo, frozen in carbonite, and it says that Nick assisted on making this for the movie, which is interesting. So they've got like this hallway right here, and it just kind of talks about some of the things that he has assisted with in other movies. Alright, so just finished checking out the Yoda Guy Museum area. It was a little confusing at first, but I think it's really a nod to a lot of special effects that go into movie making and puppeteering and different things like that. So it is interesting. It's 12 bucks. I don't know that I would recommend anybody. Apparently the lady on the cruise ship on the Harmony who like does the shopping stuff was recommending it, so maybe she's getting a slice of the pie. I don't know, but we're gonna keep walking down the street. I'm not, you know, one thing that we normally do is we usually will buy a postcard and send that out. I'm gonna try and see if I can do that today as well. But keep moving. I'm gonna try and get up on the mountain and do some drone flying. All right, so it's super hot out. I just got done flying the drone. I'm gonna go jump in the water because it's super hot. The water looks absolutely beautiful. The only problem is that I brought this lapel. I gotta take that off and everything else off to go get in the water. What an awesome end to the day here in St. Martin. Pretty cool. I didn't really think I was gonna swim in the ocean today, but I got to, which was really cool. Fly the drone a little bit, see a little bit of the shops. I actually went and bought 2 shirts closer to the port because they're like 10 bucks for like 2, so I got them. You know, the classic button-ups you'll probably see whenever I wear to dinner tonight, because tonight we are going to the actual main dining hall, so it'll be the first night for that, but pretty awesome. What is going on, everyone? Tonight we are bringing you Harmony of the Seas Bar Crawl.
So we are doing the Harmony of the Seas Bar Crawl. We are totally winging this whole entire thing. And we are starting at the Schooner Bar. If you don't know, there is a Schooner Bar on every single Royal Caribbean ship. So we thought, why not start right here? And Josh finally decided on a drink.
So I got the tropical old fashioned.
You know what an old fashioned?
Typically an old fashioned is made with like bourbon. But the tropical old fashioned is actually made with rum, so that's why I got it. So we're hanging out here, and Val said that Alan had to tell his duck joke, which none of us had heard. So if you guys have seen the Skyliner Bar Crawl, where Nate thought he would be funny and tell a joke about bananas, I thought that it would be funny to have Alan also tell his joke, and if it was funny, everybody would be laughing, but if it wasn't, I would have to put crickets in underneath like I had to do with Nate. So
three girls are unfortunately in a car accident, and they all go up to heaven, and they get to the pearly gates, and St. Peter says there are not many rules in here, but one of them is you must never step on a duck. So they thought, well, that sounds quite easy. So the pearly gates open, and there are ducks everywhere. So they tread carefully. After a couple of hours, one of the girls, whack, steps on a duck. St. Peter suddenly appears out of nowhere with the ugliest looking man you've ever thought of. Ugh, revolting looking. Handcuffs him to the girl and says, you've got to stay with him now for an eternity. So the other 2 girls look at each other and think, gotta be a bit careful here. But unfortunately, the next day, second girl, whack, steps on a duck. Again, St. Peter appears, revoltingly ugly bloke, handcuffs him to her, says you've got to stay with him for the rest of eternity. So the third girl thinks I'm going to have to really be careful. She goes a whole week. Whole week passes, hasn't stood on a duck. Suddenly, out of the blue, St. Peter, with the most handsome looking man you've ever seen, 6'4", bronzed, oiled chest, bronzed, 6-pack, swept-back golden hair, bright blue eyes, and handcuffs him to the girl and says, you've got him for the rest of eternity. And the girl thinks to herself, I wonder what I did to deserve that. And the man says, I don't know about you, but I stepped on a duck.
it was actually very funny.
Josh has been doing more menu reading than I have ever seen him do before. It's like he's about to tell us all a story, the way he's holding the menu. Here at, I don't know if he told you, we're at Boleros now, which is like their, I don't really know what this bar is themed like, but they got lots of mojitos. They're gonna have some Caribbean music playing. It's really pretty. It's like reds and golds, and they have a really nice like round bar here too.
There are 20 of us here doing the bar crawl, and I think the waiter thought maybe he was a little better than what he was, because he forgot a few things. So not everybody's gotten their drinks yet, but people were taking bets that I was going to get a mojito from here, but I didn't. I got the tropical hurricane. Pretty good. It's very pineapple-y, but it's made with a white rum and a dark rum. pineapple juice. I think maybe a little bit of orange juice, but it's pretty pineapple-y. Go figure, we are ending up here at Mix and Mingle at the Thebiotic Bar. We've got a huge group, so we're like taking up like this whole back section. We need to get one iPad so we can order a ton of drinks. Everybody loves this place, it's great. You can create your own cocktails or you can just pick from the classics. So apparently Alan and Lisa aren't big drinkers, so they're making a drink right now. We're gonna see what they're doing.
Wait, before that though, Lisa's still on her drink from the first bar and we're now on the third bar.
Literally everything.
How's your drink making going?
Well, we're choosing a classic.
Going with a classic.
I don't know what to mix together.
What are we going with?
Grey Goose and cranberry.
What? Sorry?
Did you just...
Oh, that's perfect. Check out.
So we are, I think, finishing the night here at the Rising Tide Bar. This is the one that goes from the fifth floor, all the way up to 8. I know that because it's one floor below us where our room's at. So, yeah, so we're here. This is, I think, the last stop. I think everybody's gonna get a drink.
Yeah.
And they should come quickly because the bar is literally on here. They can't go anywhere to get drinks other than right here. So, we'll see.
Okay,
Oh, thank you guys. So we have completed the bar crawl. I still have a drink left, but we're gonna go into Sorrentos. We're gonna grab a slice of pizza or 4, maybe some olives. But what was really cool is that we stayed on the Rising Tide Bar to go up, and then we also stayed on to go back down. So pretty cool.